Chris writes in, do you think Vince will ever retire? That's an interesting question because, you know, we've heard lots of rumor and innuendo about a succession plan. And even if you know, I don't want you to share it with us here, but it's hard to imagine, knowing the way we as fans have always heard that Vince sort of eats, lives, and breathes the wrestling business, that he would ever say, nah, I'm just going to go get in my rocking chair. I just don't see it.
Never. As long as Vince is breathing in and breathing out, Vince will be working. I've never encountered anyone with the work ethic of Vince McMahon.
No, I don't think anybody can argue that. I mean, we've always heard all about it. Nick, series of fun questions here. Adrian writes in, how does Bruce address Vince McMahon? Is it just Vince, Mr. McMahon, sir?
All the above. I answer the phone, hey Vince. But when we're in a group setting, I address him as, you know, sir. I'm from the South, man. We have manners.
It's a weird deal, but I think, you know, the reason that comes up is because a lot of people, excuse me, have asked Eric over the years, do you call Hulk Hogan Hulk or Terry? And he said, well, both. It's just depends on the situation. And I assume that would be your answer. And again,
yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Same thing. Same thing with Hulk. Sometimes I'll sit there and I'll be talking to Terry.
Right.
Most of the time it's Hulkster, you know? So it kind of depends on the situation.
A couple of great questions from friends of the show. Jeff, and he writes in, whose genius idea was it to start selling theme songs, starting with the WWE Full Metal, the album? As a kid, that just made my entire life, being able to walk into a room with a theme song blaring. Chat me up, Bruce. This is a great idea. Who saw money in this? Is this a Vince idea, or does somebody bring it to him and say, what if?
You know, I think it was a Vince idea because it was one of those things that was requested. People were like, where, you know, what's that song? Okay. For example, you know, what's that song when the guys come out and they're singing, you know, I'm just a honky tonk man. Where can I get that? And people were looking for a record version of the entrance music. Now, he'd already done Pile Driver and Pile Driver 2, you know, the wrestling album, or actually it's the wrestling album first and then Pile Driver. But there was a hankering for it. People wanted it, so we gave it to them.